lying. Ooh, I like the neckline on that one. Olivia Moore, this is Dan Fielding.
Oh, wow. Of all the days to leave my selfie stick at home.
You can always use that stick up your ass.
Who threw the first punch?
You did! Cut it out!
Cut it out! Permission to approach.
Denied.
Permission to lean?
My dad, Harry Stone, told me, see people for what's underneath.
You're the judge.
Don't go!
That's night court, baby.
These walls could talk. They'd say, they're all guilty.
To save time, can we do all the public urinations at once?
I just think if you show a little compassion, you can put people on a better path. We had a nice talk. He's in a really good place.
Boom, there you go. That was a trailer for Night Court. Night Court is back in session Tuesdays at 8 o'clock on NBC, as well as the day after on Peacock, so you can catch up. I'm Kuya P. This is Nerds Rule the World. And as you see on the screen, I have a special guest, DA, Assistant DA, Olivia Moore herself, Miss India de Beaufort. How are you today? Air horns. There you go. I'm gonna put it in code. Thank you so much for your time today.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
Definitely. So, Night Court back in session. When you got the call, this legendary series, we're doing it again. Was there any apprehension? Like, were you down to do it? Like, I don't know. What was it like being cast as Olivia Moore?
I was so down, so excited. But of course, there's apprehension when you're taking on something that's such a loved pre-existing show like Night Court. You know, you want to do it justice, you want to do it right. So I think I was always had that in the back of my mind, which is why it was so delightful to find that a lot of the original fans of the show really were pleased to see a continuation as opposed to a remake. And they've stuck with us and they seem to be happy. So let's hope it stays that way.
Hey, let's go. And you obviously you recently announced this past month we're getting a second season. So let's go. You know, it's always good to continue working as an actor, get that gig. And it's a hilarious show. I've had fun watching it. Yeah. Salute to you. So Olivia Moore, Assistant DA Olivia Moore, the role that John Larroquette used to have as Dan Fielding. What was it like working with him, stepping into the shoes of this? Were there any notes that you got and anything that you wanted to bring to the role of Olivia?
I kind of knew early on that the main goal with Olivia was we needed a character on the show that, she's the most highly strung of the bunch. She's the most ambitious. She can be a little bit of a rain cloud at times. She's, highly caffeinated and A-type, but she is not someone who is warm. She's a little bit emotionally stunted and doesn't really have quite the social skills that some of our other cast members have. And a lot of it has to do with, I think she feels there's been a bit of a lack of love and adoration in her life. And so I think she feels like she constantly needs to prove herself, whether that's by getting the best job, having the best handbag, whatever will make her something that people will love and adore. And throughout the course of the show, we see her slowly learn that actually being a good human being and being a good friend and being loyal to this sort of group of misfits that she has discovered in Night Court is the key to the first time she'll ever really feel a sense of home.
So do you like that challenge of the character? What do you like about playing Olivia? And I noted there, because I was doing a little bit of homework about you. You're about your New York Fashion Week. You're about your fashion. So like the handbag, were there any like specific notes that you wanted to bring to the character when, you're setting this all up with the producers and everything?
They already had a pretty clear idea of what they wanted. I feel like characters always end up taking a little bit of the person who plays them. Yeah. So, if Olivia's wardrobe was to just get even more amazing, I don't even know that's possible. Molly does such a good job. But yeah, I mean, I'd be down to style out her closet even more and have some fun adventures with that. And actually through the season, I do think we start to see that there's a little bit more experimentation in there. I get to wear a tie a couple times, which I was really happy about. So yeah, more Olivia's Closet. It's fine by me.
Awesome. So, again, we've had 13 episodes right now. We're about to close it out, and we have a renewed second season. What more do you hope to explore with Olivia? And, as you were saying earlier, kind of like she's kind of the misfit. She's different than everybody else because her forward thinking of where she wants to go with her career. And here she is with this wild bunch of other cast members. Are you looking forward to that exploration? And do you have any things you'd like to see with Olivia?
Yeah, I think I'd like to learn a little bit more about her backstory, maybe meet some of her family. We've referenced her mom a couple times in the show, and I think there could be some really interesting storylines to be told there. I'd also love to have more scenes with John. I feel like I really enjoy bantering with him and the back and forth, and just being in scenes and learning from him, and more time spent with him always makes me really happy. But I also enjoy being in scenes with all the cast. We each have our own little version of chemistry, and I'm excited to see where those friendships go, what they evolve into.
I love that. So we're getting, like I said, we have 13 episodes. We're about to close it out. I think we're like on episode 10, I think right now, if I'm not mistaken. But have you have a favorite episode thus far, or a favorite moment that we can speak on at the moment? Without spoiling. I didn't want to. There was like a 12,
our next
12
two
or
episodes,
something.
I think, have some.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to spoil.
Hey,
anything.
yeah. I think you're good. I think it's as finale is always a great place to start. I think there's going to be some really wonderful surprises there, and the episode after next. There's a storyline around a wedding dress, and who doesn't love an episode around a wedding? So that's a fun one to check out.
Any favorite lines or anything that you got to, or any experiences on set with the cast? Who have you connected with the most on set?
We've all connected in different ways for different reasons. Cap and I were friends before the show, so he and I, kind of came into it with a pre-existing relationship. Which was really nice, just to kind of have somebody who knew you before. It's always lovely. But then once I got there, I started to make all of these new friendships with people that I didn't know, and now they're kind of part of the family. So it's always wonderful when a show works out that way, because we spend so much time together that it would be really sad if that wasn't the case. Awesome.
So where were you? What were you doing? We're getting a renewal, a second season. How excited were you to just return and get with everybody again to continue on Night Court?
I cannot wait. I was on an airplane when I found out, so I couldn't exactly hoop and holler the way I wanted to, but sure enough, when I got home, and I had a nice hoop and holler moment with my husband and my son, and I just missed them all. So I'm excited to get to come back and be back on the lot, and there's a couple spots on the lot where we all gather and have lunch. And sometimes we play bocce, and, it's like our crew, our cast, everybody, it's a really fun group to be with. So I'm excited for everybody to get back together.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited. Again, I've been enjoying the series thus far. A lot of fun. You're awesome in it. And I'm excited for you. As an actor, we're always, trying to get those wins. I think I saw another interview with that when this was happening for you. You had just, lost the gig, I think. And then this kind of came through. So props on that. There's always light at the tunnel, at the end of the tunnel. So congratulations. You got a second season. Super excited for you. But before I get up out of here, I'm going to be talking all about this on the radio as well. Shout out to my people on WTOP-FM here in the DC area. For those that aren't checking out Night Court, if you could, hey, DC, why should they check out Night Court and check out Miss India de Beaufort as Olivia Moore on Night Court?
If you like a place to go hang out with a bunch of misfits, that's safe for all the family, filled with laughs and a whole lot of love, then Night Court's the spot for you.
There you go. Thank you, India de Beaufort, y'all. Your boy Kuya P. This is Nerds Rule the World. Court is back in session. Make sure you check out Night Court on Tuesdays at 8 o'clock on NBC, as well as on Peacock the day after. Thank you so much for your time today, India.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. Take care.
Thank you so much. Got my chat open, waiting for my cues, and we'll rock and roll. Real quick, India, how do I pronounce your last name?
De Beaufort.
The Beaufort.
Yes,
The Beaufort?
there you go.
Okay.
A bow and a fort.
Bow and Fort. The Beaufort.
There you go. Perfect.
All right, let's have some fun. I'm going to count us in because I'm going to insert the trailer right before our talk.
Amazing.
All right, let's rock and roll. Here we go. In a 1, 2, 3.